Mmm. Hey garden maters, welcome to Corner Homestead. So it's another nasty day outside, so I thought it would be a great day to take time to do one little recipe and make it a cooking from history. So today I'm going to be using an older recipe book than I did the last time. This one is the Rumford Complete Cook Book. Quite beat up, quite used. It was interesting because this cookbook was published in 1943 and it was given to my departed neighbor when she was, I won't say how old she was, but it does say in here that it was given to her on August 25th, 1944. So there's a lot of great recipes in here. One particular I'm going to do today seems quick and easy, and it's called ham and macaroni scallop. Not sure how it's going to taste, but I'm going to find out. Okay, so the recipe in the book calls for macaroni and butter, a little bit of butter, a little bit of flour, and some milk, and some pepper. You want to minced ham, 1 cup of minced ham. I don't have any ham left over from haven't cooked one in a while. So I thought, well, I'm going to try my cooked ham in a can. I don't know how it's going to taste. Hopefully it'll be okay. The only other thing is you need some grated cheese, which does not state what kind. I'm guessing whatever your preference is. And some buttered crumbs. Maybe just breadcrumbs. Buttered breadcrumbs. Not sure. But we're going to do our best. One thing I did notice is you only use 8 ounces of noodles, macaroni. 8 ounces of your choice. It does state of your choice. But the cream sauce that they say to make, you use 1 tablespoon of flour to 2 tablespoons of butter to 1 cup of milk. That doesn't seem like it's going to be a whole lot for even just 8 ounces of noodles. So I'm going to use a 12-ounce package of tricolor rotini. I just don't really want to just take 8 ounces out and put 4 ounces back. It just seems kind of crazy. So I'm going to use the 12-ounce package, but I'm going to double the cream sauce. Make it your own, garden maters. Let's get started. Okay, so on the stove over here, I have my salt water going for my macaroni. Lightly salted water, which is what it calls for. This pot is what I'm going to use to do the cream sauce. So the recipe calls for 1 cup of minced ham. Like I said, I'm going to use this canned ham, so I don't have anything else on hand today. I really hope this works out. So I'll go ahead and open this up. And get it minced up the best I can. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do it too well. So before I use it, I'm just going to pick it up and crumble it up a little bit more. And it'll be minced up good enough. I don't want it real fine. So this isn't bad. But we'll set it aside until we need it. My water's getting ready to boil, so I'm going to go ahead and put my noodles in. So just cook the noodles as you normally would per package directions, depending on what noodles you're using. So now I'll get started on the cream sauce. Okay, so like I said, I am going to double the cream sauce because I just do not think 1 cup is going to be enough, especially the way pasta absorbs the liquids. So I think it's just best to at least double it. So I'm going to put in 4 tablespoons of butter, and we're just going to let that melt very well. Okay, so now that this is melted down, I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of flour. So it just says that this has to be blended smoothly, which right now it is. So now I'm going to put in my 2 cups of milk. And we let this cook until it boils. So it's getting ready to boil now. It's getting the bubbles around the edges. So now we're going to put in, it calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, because I doubled it. And now we'll just let it get up to the rest of the boil. So it's definitely boiling now all around the edges. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because I don't want to scorch it. And I'll drain the pasta because now that is done. So assembly of this could not be easier. So I have my 2.5 quart casserole dish today. I'm going to use this one. They say to make sure they are buttered. I'm not going to butter it, I'm just going to spray it. Even though this is Temptations, and they say that Temptations is nothing sticks in there. We'll spray it just to be sure. So let's get started building. Our breadcrumbs will go on top. I'm going to put in 1/2 of my macaroni. I guess that's about 1/2. Now I'm going to put in 1/2 of the ham. Ooh. If I feel the pieces are a little big, like I said, I'll squish them up, make them a little smaller, since it's supposed to be minced ham. Gives a whole new version of playing with your food. Oh my lordy. So now I'm going to pour on a layer of the cream sauce, at least 1/2 of what is in the pot. And now a layer of cheese, which I'm using the triple cheddar cheese today. What's on hand, that's what goes in. I can tell you it already smells really good. I'm surprised at how well it smells. And now we'll repeat the process. Now I'm going to set this aside because I have to do the buttered crumbs. I'm going to put it back here, put it in this little bowl. I'm not even sure what they mean by a 1/2 cup of buttered crumbs. Buttered crumbs, it doesn't specify what that is, so I am just going to put some breadcrumbs in here. Not sure if this is going to be the proper way of doing it. No clue whatsoever. I would think you have to melt butter to put it with it. This butter is a little soft, so we're just gonna see if this works. I'm gonna put in about 1 tablespoon of butter. So I guess I'm just gonna crumble the butter into the crumbs, kind of like you would do into flour if you're making bread dough. I know this probably is not what they mean by buttered crumbs, but I honestly looked all in the book and I couldn't see where it said what they actually meant by it. Now it does say you can add a little bit of cheese into the crumbs if you want, but because I've put all that on top, ooh, let me bring this back over. Because I've put all this cheese on top, I don't really think I'm going to need any more cheese on it. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on the best I can. Doesn't look too bad to me. So this is it. Now we get it into the oven. So it says to bake it at 375 degrees for 20 to 30 minutes. It does not say you have to cover it. I'm not going to turn my big oven on today. I'm going to bake it in the caloric. So it just barely fit. Good thing my casserole dish wasn't any bigger. So while it's baking, I'll get to the cleanup. Why is there always a downfall? There we have it, Garden Maters. Now I had to leave it in the oven. The caloric is just like a regular oven, but I had to leave it in an additional 10 minutes. I took it out after 30 minutes and it was just warm in the center. It wasn't completely hot all the way through, so I put it back in for 10 minutes. And this is the outcome. It smells really good. So I just got to taste, and I can tell by looking at it, I am really glad I made double the cream sauce recipe, because it definitely has sucked it all up in them noodles. Oh, it looks really good. Of course, now I've got it really hot. That is a winner. That is, oh my Lord, is that a winner. And the canned ham. Oh, it tastes so good with it. I need another bite. Shmuppy. She's watching. Believe me, she's watching. Oh my word, is that good. That makes you want to be glad you were alive in 1943. Not that I was, but oh my word, is that good. But when I saw that recipe, I just knew I had to try it. I have other ones marked in here that I will be trying. But this recipe, this ham and macaroni scallop, that is one delicious keeper. So please, I encourage you to try this. It is so good. Who knew it would be that good? Something so easy and simple. Quick. It was very quick. Especially using the canned ham. Because there's a hack. You don't have to go and deal with all the supermarket hack. Now, you know, if you had regular ham in it, it would make it taste better, of course, because nothing beats the real thing. But the canned ham is a pretty good darn substitute. I have no complaints. So as always, I thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you here, whether you're watching from the United States, Australia, Canada, wherever you are watching from. I welcome you, and I'm so glad you are with me. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Always encourage to love to watch the Garden Maters grow. So until next time, I love y'all. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the next video. What? My dinner's calling me. Oh. My word. It's really good, Schmuppy. Okay, we gotta go eat now.